Leonard Ellerbe and Lamont Roach recently had a back and forth after Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson was going back and forth with each other. They also had a back and forth with each other, and it was quick, nothing serious, but the words and the topic was very serious. It says it's not hate. Somebody said on Twitter, it's not hate. Everyone likes Tank as a boxer. One of the most exciting to watch. Just disappointing that he don't take the fights that we all want to see, and it's clearly cherry picking. And then Ellaby says, ain't one fighter out here he's afraid of, not one. Scared for what? He's seen them all, trust me. Stop with these dumb narratives. The last MFer, with all due respect, I gotta be real with you. He's a good fighter, but Tank ain't even get up for him at all. And that's on everything. Lamont Roach sends a LOL at the message that Leonard Ellerbe was saying about Tank Davis not even being up for the fight. And then he responds to Lamont Roach. It says, I gave him tons of respect and praise prior to because he's from the city. Lots of my people F with him. But let's not get carried away with all this dumb narrative. He need Tank, not the other way around. Don't get this twisted. You can talk yourself out of a bag quickly. And Lamont Roach responds, I don't need him, and you know that, you corny bald head flunky. Check the stats. You know better. Keep doing your job, though. And Lamont Roach just letting them know, like, hey, you saying I need somebody, but hey, as far as I know right now, you speaking on me. So I don't know if you saying I need Tank Davis, but from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like you're kind of focused on a back and forth about me. And that's the way I look at it. Like, people can say what they want about Lamont Roach and how they feel about his performance and what he's done prior to and after the Tank Davis situation. But I'm gonna let this be known. Nobody's bigger than boxing when it comes to everything. Your last performance is your last performance. No matter what you've done, you're probably impressed by what you've done in the past, but as far as the fans out here, they're looking at that last performance by Tank Davis, and they're not impressed. No matter what Ellaby or anybody else says. A lot of these fans are not impressed by that performance. They feel like it was very bad. They won't take the run and rematch back. It ain't that Roach out here like, hey man, y'all gotta give me a rematch. No, the fans want Roach to run a rematch back. And they won't take the run and rematch back as well. This ain't no situation where we just looking at things and Lamont Roach trying to replace Tank Davis. No, the fans want him to fight Tank Davis again. And that's it. That's what they want to see. They don't want to be in a situation where they got to look at Jake Paul, knock out Tank, and then he's never in a competitive fight again. They didn't never want to be in this situation. Nobody asked for that type of fight. And for Ellaby to say things like Lamont Roach needs Tank, that goes to show, man, that a lot of guys in a situation, as far as being a contender or a potential opponent for Tank Davis, like Shakur Stevenson and all these other guys, they seen the Lamont Roach fight as a wake-up call. Okay? The guy got a draw out there, and that's best case scenario for Lamont Roach to get a draw, at least. A win was really what deserved, but just worst case scenario, a draw is good. But people are treating it like it's a loss, so I don't know, man. To be honest with you, as a fan of boxing, I think the value of opponents taking the Tank Davis fight, especially if you're a guy who looks like Roach, it's not really as important as it was before. That's why a lot of people who look like Roach just fall back from requesting the Tank Davis fight or even trying to throw their hat in the ring for a potential matchup, because they see now that too much bickering and back and forth about a fight that was supposed to be a rematch that could have easily been done already. Rumors of it being signed already and made. And then you jump into a Jake Paul situation allegedly out of nowhere because it's about the bag. I mean, cool, it's about the bag as far as for these boxers, and they should be making the money. They're the guys who out there putting their bodies on the line, but when you're giving out opportunities and rematches, come on, man, you gotta step in the ring for those. You can't be in the middle of a serious potential rematch or trilogy, whatever you want to do, and then turn around and just go the other way. It just doesn't make sense. Anybody in boxing can turn around and just chase the bag in the middle of competitive stage in their career. Canelo could have been fighting Jake Pauls and all that stuff 5 years ago, if that's the case. I'm talking about Jake Pauls, not these other guys who's like barely contenders or contenders. We're talking about a guy who's not a contender at all. Basically a prospect at this point. And, you know, not fighting guys the same age or size yet. So he's limited all the way around. And if you go out there and beat him easily as a Tank Davis and you struggle with Lamont Roach, you're still going to make Lamont Roach look better no matter what. Lamont Roach's performance will never get diminished by all these people online. They try to devalue his brand and what he's done in the ring against Tank, but that's why I said, man, at this point right now, they're making it seem like it's no point of even fighting Tank Davis. So that's not helping his career, whether you're on his side or the other side. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.